and welcome to the GenGAMEcast for Tuesday, January 17th, 2012. I'm Trevor Mignani, and today, joining me for the podcast is...
Kevin O'Rourke.
George Carr.
I'm Batman, but my friends call me Benny.
What's going on, guys? It is Tuesday. We are back again. What you just saw there was the world premiere of the Heidelcraft Alpha trailer. We are so excited to be bringing this project to you guys, and of course, that is huge thanks to Benny Gerard, who is joining us for the past 5 weeks now, 6 weeks. He's joined us on the podcast.
Four, actually. I think.
Four in a
Four
row,
officially?
5 in a row.
But we'll bring these guys up on camera because that's how we roll. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into what are you playing, and we'll start with Kevin.
Okay, I cracked open. This is like a good little story here.
Oh boy!
I cracked open the Star Wars Best of PC collection or whatever it's called, Best of games, and I've been playing through Star Wars Jedi Outcast 2, and that game really kicks you when you're down. It's really hard.
So it really kicks your ass, is what you're saying.
More or less, it really does. But I've been playing the other games on the CD and playing a little Minecraft with Benny here
Excellent.
And
That's awesome. I'm glad to see that you're cracking open some of the more classic games in the Star Wars enterprise, I should say. They have such a fleet of games.
There's too many.
It's ridiculous. You would think, oh well, they got. I mean, seriously, it's hard to keep track of them all.
Yeah, there's more and
more
more
games
coming
you
out.
could shake than you can shake a stick at.
Yes. Shake a lightsaber at.
Shake a lightsaber, of course. Gotta go with that. Gotta go with the lightsaber reference.
Yes.
Benny, what have you been doing this past week?
Last week I've been playing more Minecraft than I should. But in the meantime, I've been playing through Donkey Kong Country 2.
That's another solid game.
This is like the throwback
It's a
weekend
very good
here.
game. I realized I completed through that game faster than I knew I could. Not quite speedrun quality, but I'm getting there. So I might be practicing that soon.
Nice. George, what have you been doing this week besides winning?
Always winning. But actually, I found out that Benny and I were both playing Donkey Kong Country 2, which was very, very strange of us. So, yeah, I was playing Donkey Kong Country 2. I actually just started Batman Arkham City.
Nice.
Back,
what do you think
school.
so far about that one?
Absolutely beautiful. I haven't played it enough to put a real good opinion on it yet, but it looks amazing. Other than Batman, let's see. I played like 20 minutes of Skyward Sword for the first time, so that was cool. and I started playing Skyrim, so...
Nice. Well, yeah. It seems like we're not going to be seeing much of you in the next few weeks.
No, nothing.
I was talking with Joe, another writer who hasn't really done too much, and I'm like, "Guys, what have you been doing, man?" Skyrim. It's literally sucked his life away. And I'm like he went away to Texas this week. I threatened to take away his Skyrim. He's like, "No, you're not taking that away from me."
I seriously thought, from the moment I was at the race select and it took me over an hour, right there, I was like, okay, this game's gonna take forever, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's Bethesda. What are you expecting? It's gonna be a game that's gonna suck you in. It's gonna take your life away, take you away from your significant others, and just kind of say, you know what? Too bad. You knew what you're getting into. Deal with it.
And that's fine by me. Very okay. I don't care.
It's fine by me.
Oh, I miss having George right here. It's like
sorry.
It's very the studio feels very empty today without a George in Kevin's shot. It's so empty. There's nothing. Kevin is usually here, and then George is over that way.
Derping usually.
Yeah. Usually the shot looks like this, but now it's just that.
It's alright.
But anyway,
Batman.
I've got a list of games that I've been playing. Yeah. Actually, I haven't been playing Sonic Generations. I kind of put that on the shelf for a while. I went back to Twilight Princess to start a speedrun series. I shouldn't say speedrun. It's marathon practice. I've been very careful not to call it a speedrun until today, where I said it was a speedrun. So shame on me for that, because it's nowhere close to being a speedrun. I'm at 9.5 hours right now. I'm not even done.
Sounds like a speedrun.
You did about that in our Nintendo marathon, right?
Well, no, that was 12 hours about. So.
Okay.
I mean, I did. Actually,
are you gonna hit that time?
Actually, no, it was longer than that. It was 14 because we broke at about halfway, and that was 7 hours.
Oh wow!
So I'm gonna do 12 at least. That's like the most that I'm looking to do. Yeah, I'm hoping if I can hit 12, I could kind of cut that down to 11 or 10. Then we're all good. So that's the plan. That's the game plan, at least. And then I got to work on Spirit Tracks, which I just want to
enjoy.
That game is not fun to speedrun at all. But besides that, a little bit of Call of Duty, and I've got a little story about Battlefield 3.
God,
and how
it should be good.
And how literally it took me longer to install Battlefield 3's updates and DLC than to download, burn, install, download drivers for, and get Windows 8 running on the computer behind Kevin.
Which is a Mac.
Which is a Mac Mini, by the way. So this little computer right over here that's running, it's got a chat window on it. It took me a shorter time to get that computer up and running with Windows 8 than it did for me to get all the Battlefield 3 patches done and DLC. Which
now what
was that?
Does that say good things for Battlefield 3?
It says good things. It says good things for Windows 8. Good things for Windows 8, George.
That's good things for Windows 8. That's bad for Battlefield 3, or bad for Microsoft servers or EA servers who are hosting the downloads. Because first I had to do a multiplayer patch, which was a gig, which I wasn't expecting that much, but it was incredibly long. And then I had to do a DLC for the Back to Karkland expansion, which I'm glad I got it for free, but it's still 2 gigs, and they said, oh, you better download it now. I'm like, okay, fine. So I sat at the screen for 2 hours while that was downloading. Meanwhile, I downloaded
Minecraft.
Meanwhile, I downloaded the 2 gigabyte Windows 8 developer preview and burned it and got it on the Mac Mini. Now it's running. But that's my story for Battlefield 3, that it just took forever. And then the same frustrations that were there when I first started playing Battlefield 3 were still there.
Sounds like you got nothing accomplished, is what you're saying.
Pretty
Except
much.
you got Windows 8 on there.
I got Windows 8 running. So now the show
end of the day,
the show is now powered by Windows 7, Windows 8, macOS 10.5, 10.6, and 10.7.
And viewers like you.
And viewers like you. But let's go ahead and jump into the news this week. We got some big ones for you guys. The SOPA legislation, you might have been following the podcast. I think we talked about this in every podcast so far.
It's a big deal.
It is a huge deal, especially because one of our content platforms is Twitch TV, which you're watching on right now if you're watching live, or Blip TV if you're watching pre-recorded. iTunes is we syndicate to iTunes as well. All those links in the show notes. But if you're wondering why we're so kind of uptight about this, is if this legislation passes, let's say, for example, Ubisoft, which is a company that's not very opposed to digital rights management software, they could potentially want to protect their IP a little bit stronger than other companies, like, for example, Nintendo, and take down sites that are showing streams of their games or gameplay demonstrations or walkthroughs or how-tos. Private Games could get involved and start taking people down. It could get really nasty pretty fast. But we have a breakthrough. Well, I don't know if we should call this a breakthrough, but
it's almost like we're taking the lesser of two evils right now with the new acronym.
Well, I mean, there's 2 bills that are going through Congress right now. You have SOPA, which is getting all the press, and then you have PIPA, which is the Protect IP Act. And SOPA was basically shelved. Obama came out and said
it's done. We're not supporting this.
They said it needs to be reworked, but they're not signing it as is.
Exactly.
So that's good.
Exactly. SOPA as itself was
SOPA. It's broken.
It's on the way out.
I mean, they removed the DNS blocking provision, which is great. That's good news for everybody. So the major problem everybody had is gone. But I still think that there's still enough in that bill to make it too vague and ambiguous. I mean, what they're trying to do with the bill is they're trying to make sure that it protects consumers from not experiencing counterfeit materials. Like, I mean, from what I've read, it's extending beyond gaming, and it looks like I've turned into a question mark, but we're going to keep going with this anyway. We got the wide shot, so I think that's good.
It's the Riddler.
But everybody else is gone.
Oh, that's
so we're going to do the rest of the podcast from the wide shot. Why
that's
not?
Great.
So
That's like the studio show. This is almost like an interview.
let's
now.
go ahead and
Wonderful.
reorient ourselves and as the TV goes out now. So
I'll just stop there.
let's just wrap this up into a few statements from everybody. We'll start with George.
Okay, well that was a little bit unexpected.
Put you on
Do we really think it's gonna pass?
Well, in its current state, no.
Right.
It needs severe reworking for it to even get remotely close to passing.
And is there an underlying reason for this?
Yes, because lobbyists want to make a lot of money from their
Right.
people
Okay.
that are paying them, and they want to get these bills passed so that way they
I
can put
was-
grandmothers behind bars.
Thank you. I was waiting for the response, and that is my statement. I'll pass it over.
Benny, do you
I
got?
actually knew the response. I just wanted to hear you say.
I don't know. What does Batman think? Batman doesn't have any words.
Everyone has any words.
Boy,
The
Benny,
all-eyes Batman poster.
you are hysterical, my friend.
Okay. I think SOPA has a chance of passing. It's all gonna be about how much awareness tomorrow gives with the whole blackout and everything. But
Yeah, well, I mean,
I don't know.
Google's kind of copped out on that. They've decided, oh, we're not going to pull the whole site down. We're just going to put a message on the homepage. I
it's
don't know.
about as effective as the Earth Hour was. Does anybody remember that?
Oh God,
I do remember that. Yes.
It's like they went all black for an hour, and they're like, we turned off the lights. Now you do your job. I'm like, well,
That didn't
my
do
first thought was,
anything.
well, I live in a dark room anyway, normally. So
I mean, you have
It's
Batman
like-
there.
Yeah, of course.
The
I-
dark,
it-
the Dark Knight,
the dark.
the Dark Knight.
All right, Kev, do you got any final words about SOPA?
I have opinions, but they may get too enraged for this show, so I'm just gonna leave it at yes.
Okay.
I think
I think-
Brad, aka Boku Gear in the chat, puts it best. Google needs to get back on the bandwagon. They gotta start supporting this fully again. I think tomorrow we'll see a lot of noise being made, and I think people that kind of are wavering on it are kind of really
Teetering.
if they're teetering on whether or not they want to black out their site or not, they need to take a stance on it because it's seriously a very important piece of legislation, and more than anything, it's about awareness. It's letting people know. I mean, Google's business is search. Well, it's advertising.
No, Google's business is everything.
Yeah.
It really is. But
And
it
shutting their
started
site
as
down
search.
is going to cost them probably millions, if not billions, of dollars.
Yeah.
If they shut their whole operations down for one day, and putting the message on the front page and maybe putting on every page that they serve would be just as effective, if not more effective.
Especially
So-
for people that are,
You know-
Google users, but maybe not as game savvy
Yeah.
or
Well, I mean, it's-
current event savvy.
Yeah,
They see maybe on their smartphone, like we don't support SOPA, maybe at like the footer or under the search or something, or when you search for whatever on your mobile device or on your laptop or computer or whatever, you just see that message instead of like, why is Google down? And then Facebook about it.
Well, the thing is, Google was going to be down, and they were going to put up to tell your politicians to vote against SOPA.
Oh no, they're just putting a message up. They're not pulling
But-
anything down.
No, I know. That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wikipedia's going down for the whole day.
I'm glad that's happening because that's
Yeah.
going to really send a message too.
Let's get that message to
it's
college
more
students
important-
looking to do
it-
research on it.
Well, yeah, but
Exactly.
seriously,
College
college
just
students are
started
a
again.
big proponent of the voters. I mean, seriously, that's according to a lot of people. That's how Obama got into office.
Well,
All right. Well, moving on to the next topic.
Let's go ahead and move on because we've beaten this dead horse more than once.
yeah, really.
Before we get disconnected again.
Yeah, before
Yeah,
we
yeah.
get shut down once again
we're
by the
treading
SOPA
on
police.
on thin ice here. So let's
Yeah,
go
we're,
ahead.
we're pulling this together, shoestringed and all here. Hopefully, this little thing here holds up on us now. But let's go and move on to the next story, which is Nintendo refusing to patch Mario Kart 7.
Oh no.
Kevin, have you looked at this glitch yet?
I've looked at it. I don't know how to do it. I was just
Really?
playing the level here on the 3DS. I came in first, if that's any consolation. Wait, glitch free,
Glitch free, of course.
glitch free. I'm just that good. It's dumb. I mean, you don't expect Nintendo doesn't patch things. That's like their thing.
Yeah, but now that this game's supposed to have such an online community and such competitive play, you would think something like this that gives someone a clear advantage over another person.
they
they'd at
would
least-
say like, yeah, this is bad.
All right, well, we've got a video here that kind of shows it off. And
You could skip to like a minute through, I think, right? Yeah, skip to 1 minute in.
Okay. So
See,
we'll bring this
I
full
got
screen.
up to this part and just cruised ahead of everybody.
All right, so let's see what we got here. So we're traveling the road here. Is it further along in the video? Okay, no, it's right here. He's showing it right here. If you go off the track like that, you literally skip the entire track.
Wow.
You skip almost the entirety of that section.
Blew my mind right there. Takes you to the third section.
Right there. And that is just, that's ridiculous.
It's people like this that make gaming bad. You are bad, Super Shadow Hero.
But
bad.
I'm glad that they posted the video online, though, because it shows
everybody else how to do it.
Yeah, shows everybody else how to do it. One, it makes it a more important, it makes it more prominent in front of Nintendo saying, well, look at this, seriously, you got to do something about this. And it kills the competitive spirit of the game because people are just going to cheat.
People just don't want to, well, people aren't going to want to pick that level.
No, there's going to be a lot of competition.
I like this. I like the new segment.
I like that level, too. I really like that one. It's fun.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, indeed. But, I mean, this comes down to a discussion of whether or not Nintendo needs to really start patching games.
I think they should.
I don't
I
think
think
that
Have they
is
ever really
discussion.
patched games? Like,
No.
hardcore patched games?
Have they ever had
Has
to?
Nintendo done that?
Well, no.
No.
They usually polish their stuff very, very well, but
Well, still. I mean, you'll see crazy manipulate. Like, look at
You'll
Super
see-
Mario World, Benny. You can beat it in
Right.
15 minutes, man. But I'm saying that's
But
Super Nintendo.
that's legitimate, though.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
legitimate.
what about Super Mario 64?
Beating it in 16 stars?
Yeah, I mean, well, you've got your 16-star runs and you
Look
get
at-
your 0-star runs.
You could beat Donkey Kong 64 in like an hour. The whole game.
Really?
Using many
Oh.
you could
Yeah.
just glitch
Yeah.
through the walls. It's crazy. A lot of
that
things.
game is kind of broken, though. If you ever played through a ROM or something like that, I had to during a stream once. The thing was so broken, and it was just a completely different experience than from the N64. But that happens with older games, and when games go on, people discover new things. Like if you play Halo 2, there's so many ways you can get out of the levels and like climb the
Oh,
mountains
yeah.
that are in the distance.
Big
People are like,
time.
oh, that's just scenery. You could climb those mountains that were they rendered.
Yeah.
It was just.
I mean, when
It
you look at
happens,
it,
but
when you look at
here's the-
Halo 2 compared to like N64 games, the N64 games are like clipping corners and having like random content that just was like scrap levels will be like in the middle of nowhere, and it's like people could still get to them.
But here's
Normally
the thing.
using hacks and such, but
Yeah.
still.
I mean,
But-
well, the biggest one, of course, being Skyward Sword's game-breaking glitch, where when you're doing a certain quest, I'm not going to spoil it, but you're doing a certain quest, you do it out of order, you break the game. You can't go any further, and they had to issue a patch that was available as a download through the Wii Shop channel to fix game saves. And at first, they were actually having people send their game saves on an SD card to Nintendo to fix them manually.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty
They
hardcore.
had that with Twilight Princess as well. Unfixed glitch rather. If you would save in the room that has the cannon in it that you rebuild,
Oh yeah, the Sky Cannon.
you can't progress any further in the game. You're stuck there.
I
Midna
almost
will
saved
not
in that
let you.
room.
What?
I
You
almost
did?
saved in that room.
Good thing you didn't. Good thing you didn't. You would have been the statistic right there.
Would
You'd have been one of those
statistic.
guys that's in the room.
I'm not a statistic.
Well, so going
We got
forward,
really, really off topic there.
going forward with Nintendo games, do you think Nintendo should start adopting the approach of having patches and title updates available for developers to issue to games?
Yes.
They had better start now, before the Wii U's launched, and we start to see some kind of competitive game or some kind of online gaming on a Nintendo system.
Yep.
You know, they better get used to it because it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I mean, let's look at like
if they want,
down the line.
Brawl.
Big online like if the online service works better than what it works with on the Wii, you know, and glitches and manipulation like Meta Knight, right, George?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
God.
god!
Like people abusing
So
that
broke.
online. Think
Yeah.
about it. I mean, wouldn't you want that
That
fixed?
was completely banned from any like professional tournaments.
Exactly.
He was banned. It's
He
just,
was but he was finally just banned like a few weeks ago.
that's a few
No,
months ago.
a few
I believe.
months. It was earlier this
Oh, yeah.
year.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
catch up, George. Come on.
Come on, George, get with the
The time-
program.
The time flew. It wasn't that long ago though.
Oh yeah, considering the game's release was back in like 2006.
Anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, with what Nintendo plans with the Wii U and their so-called App Store, they've been talking. There are rumors about. The one defining thing of whether or not there's gonna be a patch system is whether or not the console has a dedicated a storage system, like in a hard drive. Whether it's 100 gigs, maybe even a terabyte, who knows?
Oh well, it's gonna come with a very limited amount of storage, but with the ability to expand it easily. I mean, hard drives are
but that's
cheap.
Well, they're not as cheap now because of that whole flooding in Thailand.
Yeah, but still,
they're fairly inexpensive.
Yeah, memory is cheaper.
Yeah.
I was saying the point is though. I remember they had there's a video about I don't know what website it was. They looked at the Wii. They had the console in hand. They were looking at it at CES, and they still said this isn't the final prototype. We're going to have additional ones. So
well, it's not a final reference design. I mean,
yeah,
I think it's finalized. If they're still developing it and trying to get different parts in it,
they're in trouble.
They're in trouble because this thing's launching this year, and if it's not launching this year, Nintendo's in a lot of trouble come Q4.
Yep.
Or
Next year.
They can go the Xbox route and always just have a new model that has the memory in it. Which
it's an idea.
That could totally work too.
I really hope they don't do that.
Now.
It comes down to how much space Nintendo needs for allocating memory with the discs, and if they plan on allowing you to install to the hard drives.
It's a proprietary disc. I think it's 25 gig. They said, so they're giving devs a lot of room to work with.
That's not bad.
Man, that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's
that's pretty good.
It's pretty much a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
It's enough for
Xbox
single layer Blu-ray.
Original Xbox is 16 gigs was the original hard
8
drive.
gig. Original hard drive.
Yeah. It was 16.
16, I believe.
I'll be corrected if I'm wrong. Yeah.
16 or 32. I forget what it is. I am sure somebody has it in chat, but.
And that wasn't bad, and those were
that's because
high quality games.
You weren't saving DLC to the hard drive.
Yeah.
DLC didn't exist back then. Back in the era of the Xbox, you had.
I'm talking Xbox 360.
Yeah.
Sorry, excuse me.
360.
Yeah.
Oh, you had.
But
it started with 20 gig.
In the early stages, I mean, this DLC was a fairly new thing.
Yeah, and you didn't really have much. I mean, now you look at it, the base Xbox is 4 gigabytes, but the hard drive you can pick up is 320 gigabytes.
Yeah.
There's mine. I don't know.
So you get a 320 gig hard drive. It's a lot of space. You can store a lot of stuff on it. Sony PlayStation, when they released the PS3, I mean, they released it 20 and 40 gigabytes, and they really quickly realized if you play a lot of stuff, it's not going to work.
Yeah, you're going to run out of room.
You're going to run out of room very quick.
Yeah.
I remember being big at the time, though.
At the time it seemed big, and then as Moore's law explains, time and time again, the density of a semiconductor will double roughly every 1.5 years.
There you go. After DLC and all your movie downloads and all that fun crap that we put on there, I mean, you're going to need more than 20 gigs.
It adds up.
Yeah, it does. And it's going to come down to getting back to the core discussion here, patches and DLC for the Wii U, and Nintendo really needs to get on the ball and make sure they include enough memory with the system so people can patch their games, so that way developers, if they find a fatal error that's breaking the game, they issue a patch, and just like through PSN or Xbox Live, patch gets verified and boom, gets sent out, automatic update to anybody that connects to the internet on the system. So you're driving the online service, you're driving online registrations, which is huge. Microsoft waves that number around like it's their freaking e-peen.
Yep.
It's like, oh yeah, we've got X amount of users, and we have Y number of paying users. What do you say, Sony?
There's a lot of Ys there.
It sounds too good to be true for a Nintendo console, but I hope so.
Yeah, I really hope. I hope
Nintendo
they do.
nerds hope for this every year at E3. We want to see this, but we never get it. We keep hoping. We cross our fingers and we keep hoping.
Yeah. Well, Scornful 711 in the chat is right. They should make sure there aren't any fatal errors in the game beforehand. And unfortunately, with the size games have gotten, that's just not possible anymore.
Yep.
It's impossible.
Anything Bethesda makes.
How can you can't?
It would take years to bug test.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
In the amount of time it would take for them to beta test and do that, they could have built
news.
another game.
Yeah.
I mean, well, if you look at Blizzard, they're right now they're heavily beta testing Dota 2. I mean, at this point, you would think you can go out and buy it. That's how prevalent it is. But it's still beta. Not Blizzard, Valve. Why did I say Blizzard?
They're heavily beta testing Diablo 3 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Benny just turned into a robot.
Yeah,
but...
Benny is like a cyborg Benny there.
Well, he does have Batman in his shot, so.
I do have Batman. What happened? I don't.
He went all bandwidthy, but it's okay. We're going to move on to our most anticipated games of 2012. And we're going to let you guys pick a few, and we shall discuss.
Yep.
So, George, I know you're excited about 2012 games.
I am actually most excited about Luigi's Mansion 2.
I'm surprised it's not Madden 13.
No. I hate that game.
No, that's
I hate that game. I just play it really well.
That's such an irony.
Sorry. No, I don't actually hate it.
It sounds like League of Legends. You love that game, but you play it for
That sounds like me and Brink. Hate that game. Really good at it.
You're the only one playing.
All right,
I am the only one.
George, go ahead. The floor is yours. I'm muting Kevin.
What happened?
The floor is yours. I'm stopping Kevin from talking.
Luigi's Mansion 2. If you guys don't know, Luigi's Mansion 2 is coming out for the 3DS. And another factor, any good-looking game that comes out for the 3DS, I'm going to buy, just to make me feel better about buying a 3DS. So,
just gonna interrupt you for 1 sec, George. Just a heads up, folks. If you're not a follower of the channel, convince your friends to follow too. We are giving away a 3DS. Kevin approved.
Kevin
at 2,000 followers.
George tested. Kevin approved.
It's real.
Yes, it is real. I've confirmed it. It's in the box.
There it is.
You want to double check that?
It's in the box. We know it's there, Benny. Watch last week's podcast.
Checked it on the last podcast. Okay, we're good. So yeah, honestly, Luigi's Mansion 2. I mean, obviously, like, I'm looking forward to Halo. You know, the new Assassin's Creed, but Kid Icarus, but only if I'm left-handed. But I mean, you know, yeah, that's basically it. Well, and obviously Alan Wake. But those are mine.
Alan Wake's gonna be fun. That's
All right.
download only though, right?
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
Benny, the floor is yours.
Anticipate. You took Luigi's Mansion. I can't do that. I'm gonna go the indie route and stick with Mojang. I'm excited for Cobalt, the big tumble and shoot platformer they got coming out. The game looks amazing.
I'm excited about that too.
It's if it has the same kind of expandability that they have with Minecraft, you know, the building your own levels and the customization, it's going to be another hit for Mojang. They're going to ride on the success of Minecraft and have another successful game.
I think they're going to flourish off that.
Empire.
I at this point, I don't know if you can call them indie with the amount of money they pulled in.
No, you can't.
I'm not actually sure what makes a company indie, but
well, they don't have a major publisher, but Mojang is becoming a major publisher.
Yeah, right.
They
So
take
they
support other indie companies. So
all right, so those are your picks.
Cobalt and probably I'm gonna agree with George. Luigi's Mansion 2, Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 2. I was a real big fan of the first one, even though a lot of people like to hate on that game. I loved it, but I want to see that one too.
All right, Kev. Floor is yours. Finally, I'm going to unmute you. Okay, you're unmuted.
Am I? Okay, perfect. I'm allowed to speak.
You've been granted your permission to talk.
Nice. Okay, so for 2012, I am very psyched to see. I'll do it in number order. It actually works out conveniently. Soul Calibur 5, Halo 4, not Soul Calibur 3. That'd be funny. Diablo 3. And I can't find a 2 and then a 1, so I'm just going to say Microsoft...
Dota 2?
Not really, no, sorry.
Oh, come on, just say it. Dota 2.
Dota 2. And Microsoft Flight.
There you go, the perfect
Microsoft Flight. Right there.
We have a winner.
5 games. Psyched for.
Wow.
4 games,
Awesome.
really. But Microsoft Flight right there at the end.
I'm excited for Microsoft Flight. It's free to
It's
play,
gonna be
but
free.
It's going to be awesome. I love playing Flight Simulator back in the
always
day.
loved that game. I had the joystick thing and everything. Oh man, it was so much
Dude,
fun.
I still have my Sidewinder controller upstairs. I have a joystick and I have a motion controlled Sidewinder.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I gotta show that to you later.
I had the joystick thing, and then I had that crazy Batarang controller I showed you a while ago. It was like a 72-pin controller or whatever. I don't know. It was like an 18-pin controller. I put that in. I don't know if the joystick thing had that too.
Yeah.
But
I have the USB adapter. It's a serial port. It's
yeah, serial port. What was I calling it?
a 72 pin. It's not 72 pins.
It's
a lot of pins.
It was
but...
exaggerating.
All right, so
yes.
games I'm looking forward to this year. SSX, because it is just gonna be awesome. And if this game isn't awesome, I'm gonna be so disappointed that I'm probably gonna go crawl into a corner and die, because
wow,
this game has just built up
tricky.
so much excitement for me that if it sucks, I'm just gonna be so disappointed.
It's gonna be tricky. I'll tell you.
Well, it is gonna
So
have
tricky.
tricky in
boy,
it.
George, you're
The
tricky.
second game that I'm really looking forward
Yeah.
to this year is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Big fan of the Ghost Recon series. Haven't played the 3DS one yet. I heard it was okay. Heard it was
Meh.
okay.
I heard subpar reviews.
Yeah. Can't wait to play it on Connect.
So boy.
Or no, you hold on like this.
There you go. I think everybody's got the motion down. Now everybody all together?
Oh, to reload?
You're in my shot.
Alrighty. So now that we did
So
That was
bad.
my grenade there.
grenade. It's definitely better than the Kinect interaction of Halo
Oh,
Combat
God,
Evolved
yeah.
Anniversary. Oh,
Like
man.
20 seconds later.
Yeah. That
We do
Reload.
hardcore grenade.
Terrible.
Text facial animations now. You can grab the pin with your mouth.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
sure.
great. That
Bite
would
a
be
pear.
great.
Alrighty.
No, I meant to bite the
but
bear, not
the
throw a grenade.
gunsmith in Ghost Recon, it looks pretty cool. Where you like Minority Report style this thing, and it's like, damn, this is the future right here, folks. If I were to get a PlayStation Vita, I'd be excited about Uncharted Golden Abyss, but I don't, and I'm not.
In the chat, by the way, we have one game that we missed out on,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
and that is, of course, March
Wow.
of the Kung Fu Pandas,
That's mop. That's wild
Eh.
mop.
aka MOP, aka the WoW expansion.
That's not a
Pandas and
game.
Pokemon.
That's
all it
that's
is.
not a game.
Oh no, it's
No,
game.
it's not a game.
It's an
Pandas
expansion
and
pack.
Pokemon.
We do have Mass Effect 3, which no one really touched. I don't know. We're not big Mass Effect fans
I'm
out
not-
here, right?
Yeah, if Adam Sessler's in here, we'd all be dead.
Oh
but-
my God, he
Actually,
would
no.
stab us.
Actually, no. We'd probably end up
Everybody
killing
play
him.
Sam
but-
We'd double team Adam Sessler. Be like, they weren't that great. I did like the first game. I will.
I
give it
mean,
that.
I think there's one game that I think everybody missed. Kid Icarus. Did George?
No,
mention
George-
that? Oh,
no,
George.
George
I
mentioned
mentioned
it? Okay.
Kid Icarus, but only
Okay.
if I'm left-handed.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to regardless of left-handed or right-handedness.
Okay.
That's the most of it. I don't know. Maybe a Dynasty Warriors game will come out.
Is anybody excited about Bioshock Infinite?
Not really.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Nah, not got it. Never
Eh,
got
Can I
into
add that
those.
to my list? I really want to
Sure,
see that.
you can add it because you only had like
You're
one.
still ahead.
My list is lame. I gotta add that to my list.
All right, but a good.
I mean,
good
there
bunch
are
of
good-
games.
there
There's a
are
lot of good games
yeah.
coming out. It's kind of dead retail stuff right now, but we get some DLCs, and then the big stuff will start coming out as.
Because everyone's playing SWTOR. That's
Well,
why.
I mean,
Everybody's
also,
playing what came out.
I mean, also too, you got the new Tomb Raider coming out this year. It kind of fell off the radar,
They had a trailer and that was about
and
it.
also too, Borderlands, the new Borderlands. So I mean, like
It's
again,
these
that's
big titles. Ones that I'm
titles that-
personally not interested in.
Oh,
but
you'd
still,
love
big
Borderlands.
title.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Did you play the first one?
No,
You should get it. It's like $20.
I got
And it-
stuff to play.
That's-
Come on,
that's
man.
still a
It's
lot
like-
for
it's
I
like-
still
Yeah.
got Skyrim. I still got Skyward
Skyward
Sword.
Sword.
This is the
I-
person that just got a smartphone.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
it's-
A
Just got a
little bit.
smartphone.
What are
I like
we?
to-
What are we expecting here? Miracles?
I like to live in the
still has
past.
to play through Angry Birds. Okay, we gotta give him time
I've
for
beaten
that.
Angry Birds. Screw you, Benny. Screw you.
I
Alright.
think
Play
I
the
finished
Chrome
that enough.
version.
And then, of
Uh,
course, I mean, this one's kind of like up in the air for 2012, but Grand Theft Auto 5, we're all pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Somebody sent me the theme music for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I'm like, don't tease me, man. I'm really looking forward to this game. But I'm excited about that one. Does anybody care about Hitman?
I don't think anyone's
Maybe.
cared about Hitman
There's
for like
there's
5
your
years.
response.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's what I thought.
What else? The Darkness 2.
Yeah.
Played the first
Did-
one.
Did Lollipop
Eh.
Chainsaw come out yet?
I don't know. No,
yeah.
I think that was kind of floating around there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you got the second part of StarCraft 2. What's coming out finally? I just think it's a joke that Blizzard is whoring out StarCraft 2 into 3 separate games.
They can do whatever they want.
Look at
That's such a
I
shame.
don't know, but I mean, look at it like Marvel versus Capcom. Super Edition.
No,
Super
no,
Deluxe
no.
Edition.
Street Fighter is the worst.
Street
offender.
Fighter. Oh my God. Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter
Turbo.
4, Super Street Fighter 4, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
It's like they're stuck, like, they're making Street Fighter games, and then it's like the Super Nintendo one. Like, they're still working on, like, that. They still have that mentality with it, and it's like, no one cares. No one's buying, like, four
It's
editions.
ridiculous. I mean, I don't know how the people in the, like, pro fight game circuits, like, deal with this, and they're just, like, probably, I mean, they could probably notice the big differences in the games.
They
but,
probably get psyched about it.
Yeah.
I would.
What am I saying?
Yeah, right?
Probably super excited
We're
about
not
it.
the biggest fighting game players. I mean, I'm a Soul Calibur guy.
I mean, you play Soul Calibur, yeah.
But not like, you know, into the whole... I'm not really that into the whole online thing. Everything is
Yeah.
just Keelik. We're getting back into the discussion of how, like, unfair patch things need to be done. But,
Anyways,
I don't know. 2012 should be exciting. There's some
Yeah.
good games coming
Yeah.
out. It's going to empty the wallet out.
Yeah,
A
well,
couple paychecks are going in towards games. Got like $5 on me right now. It's
all right,
kinda-
let's
kinda
start.
silly.
Let's start emptying the wallet now. Okay, let's just do this.
My wallet is already empty. I put it all on disposable.
Don't even think about it, jackass.
Okay, but that's all we got, right? For
Yeah,
anticipated
that's enough
games?
for the big
we
games.
Got enough of that.
Oh man, this has been a marathon podcast.
Yeah, this is a bit. We've been.
We've been going for a while here.
Let's
but
go for the sprint here, the final stretch.
Let's sprint through
Alright.
the break here. So we had a little event happening on our channel in February. It's called the Great Minecraft Build Off. You might have heard of it. Actually, a lot of you might have heard of it if you're still watching right now. And it's a build off. This time around, we're doing a 2v2 build off. So get yourself and a partner and head on over to gengame.net/MCB to sign up for Season 3 of the build off. If you want to watch and just not build, we're going to be doing Saturdays, I believe, just Saturdays? Or are we doing Saturday and Sunday?
Just Saturdays. I'm
So
pretty
far,
sure.
just Saturdays,
Yeah.
but we're going to look into
If
doing 2
it
days.
changes, we'll definitely
Yes.
have it updated like everywhere.
Yeah, we'll podcast about it next week
Yes.
if there's any changes, because that's pretty big for us. And we got some pretty big stuff happening. There's going to be some pretty cool changes to the rules. Shorter build time, so you're going to be seeing a lot of blocks being placed very quickly. And that's pretty much it,
Yeah.
right?
We had a great, I guess, trial run during our
Yeah.
throwdown last
Yeah,
weekend.
myself and Benny hosted.
2 a.m.
Yeah, we were
2
at,
a.m.
at 2 in the morning. Like 300
Yeah.
people are watching. Me and Benny like.
I wake up, I'm like, what is going on?
We had a good bunch of people
Yeah.
watching. It was a good show. It was the Minecraft Throwdown number 3 against Lols Brawls and the Brutal Builders.
I think we
So
should
I think
do like
were
a
actually
throwdown
competing
between
in,
like us
season
four right
3,
here.
So.
I think we should do a throwdown maybe like tomorrow.
Shoddy Benny.
Tomorrow, maybe?
I'll watch.
I want to get some new people in a throwdown.
I think we
So.
should do like Kevin versus Benny.
I'm afraid I'll lose.
I don't know about that.
I don't
Benny
know.
Last
said
throwdown
Benny
was
said
it.
he's afraid
It
he'll
wasn't
lose.
I think who wants to see that in chat?
Who's the best Minecraft builder we have here? Out of the whole staff. Out of the whole staff.
It's got to be between you and Benny.
Oh, yeah, okay. You know, Kevin is pretty good. Some of the recent stuff he's done.
That's right. I climbed the ranks. I used to never know anything about Minecraft.
And then
Didn't know
I
what
taught
a
you.
creeper was. I got a lot of stuff taught to me by Mash, actually, believe it or not.
Yeah, Mash is great, and he's signed up as our official server sponsor for Season 3. We're really excited to have him back on board. And we would be plugging his new Minecraft venture, but it's not quite ready yet, so we can't plug it.
Yep.
But we
don't.
basically just did.
Yeah, but we teased it. There's a
We've
difference.
told you
George.
everything but the name.
Yes,
There will be a name.
there will be a name for it.
That's the name.
The name is
right.
There will,
There
be a name.
name.
Okay, but so much. We're marathoning now again.
All right,
which
so
is-
let's go ahead and move right along to the hit list. So first up on the hit list, we've got something pretty interesting, and
More Minecraft.
well, it's not Minecraft. Believe it or not, if you thought this was Minecraft, you're wrong, because it
I
is
thought-
anything but Minecraft.
I thought it was Minecraft.
It is a game called Brick Force. All right, we're going to lower that a little bit so we can talk about this. But essentially, it's like Team Fortress 2 meets Minecraft. Like, you
I
build
like
your
Team
own
Fortress
levels.
2. I like Minecraft.
You build
I
your own
might like this
levels,
game.
and then you shoot each other. Which is pretty incredible. It looks like Lego guys.
Yeah, it does
too,
look
which is
like
kind of
Legos.
interesting. Funny fact: the Lego actually just had their copyright expired.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
because they've been around so long. But this is pretty exciting.
This is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
You know what the thing is? That game sells now. Maybe
But
you
it's-
don't even need Call of Duty anymore. You can
But
just play that.
what's exciting about this is it's free to play.
Wow.
Or at least it was on a website of
Freedom!
free to play games. I mean, I really want to. I can't wait to get my hands on this. I'm gonna try it out.
Yeah.
But the concept is you build maps, share the maps, and then you beat the crap out of each other on the maps. So that is Brick Force.
Buildcraft.
Buildcraft. build.
Buildcraft, the game.
Yeah.
That is Brick
Brick
Force.
Force.
They won't get sued. Nah,
Nah,
that's good.
we got the Lego patents.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's expired, so it's not like it really matters. But let's go ahead and move right along the hit list
Yes.
because we have a lot on this today.
More a Minecraft related thing right
Yeah.
here. Believe it or not.
Jeez.
Not a Minecraft thing.
We have another one,
Voxeltronics.
and this is a very interesting little.
Vidya we have here.
Yeah, we
the cool
have.
part's at the end. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
Yeah, the top screen's a little shaky.
Oh
on
yeah. What I'm
this.
going to do is I'm going to bring up the end of this here, and what this essentially is I actually have to keep the volume muted,
Is that
unfortunately.
the banana?
Yes.
Peanut butter gelatin banana?
Oh yeah, this is what everybody wanted in Minecraft to happen, and they managed to get this to work. And oop, that did not work.
No,
right?
it didn't. It's peanut butter gelatin.
For some reason, the video will not want to go because it wants to go full.
We could just leave it on that still. It seems to sum everything up
Yeah.
very well.
Yeah.
Well, more or less. Well, I can't bring it up for you, unfortunately. Screw it. We'll just.
Voxeltronics is. Oh no, there we go.
There we
Okay.
go. There it is. And essentially, what this is going to do is allow you to have animated blocks in Minecraft, and this is all live here. Well, pre-recorded, obviously, but
But actually in the game.
which is pretty big. And I know, and they got a bunch of people here. They're animating at 10 frames per second, and it did not cause any problems for them. I mean, your mileage will vary with this, obviously, depending on your server.
Depending on your server, yeah.
But overall, I'm impressed here. We're gonna once we can get our hands on with this, we're gonna try to really exploit this to its full potential.
Yep. And we're already looking to incorporate this in our Hyrule Craft server, if I may be
Yeah.
so bold as to say that, Benny.
Yes.
You can.
We are working on getting Voxeltronics to work with some certain areas in the Hyrule Craft build world.
Case in point, the windmill.
Yes, the wind. I didn't want to spoil it all. The windmill, the drawbridge,
just
a
go
few
ahead.
other things.
Windmill and the drawbridge.
And I
wanna
think
see the
that's
drawbridge
really
work.
a good. Those are the two main things right there.
Alrighty. So
This is a
moving
good,
on
this is a good one right
from
here.
Voxeltronics and Hyrule Craft to Zelda. Wow, we've come full circle.
We have come full circle. That's
you
crazy.
might
how
have
it
seen
works
these
that way.
images floating around on 4chan and a lot of Zelda fan sites.
Oh, 4chan.
Oh man, 4chan. They almost had us. They almost had it. And these two games were rumored to be a pair of games releasing for the 3DS this year.
Yeah, it's
But,
funny to see the speculations that some of the Zelda Dungeon
Yeah.
staff made about it. Some of their posts, it's like, "Oh my God, it's the new Oracle of Seasons game."
Oh
and
no!
it's
It was
like,
some of the users on the comment threads were claiming this is like the next Oracle series. and-
yeah. You know what? It
I
would
mean,
be cool.
what
though.
was good though is Glitterberry, who was famed for helping translate the Hyrule Historia page. She actually ended up getting she had to take a lot of the content down because a lot of it just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that she got DMCA'd, but
whatever.
she's good.
She,
though.
she
That's-
took a
she's
look
got
at
a
this and
pedigree.
was like right away, like,
she debunked
no,
this right away. She's like, no,
And-
this is fake.
Not true.
So it looks pretty.
It
cool,
looks
though.
really cool.
Looks legit.
looks too legit to quit though.
Looks legit
Yeah.
to George. That's all that matters.
Yeah, looks legit.
Real
Why
game.
not?
Yeah, why not? Right?
I use 4chan for all my information. Doesn't everybody? Isn't that?
Yeah.
Is that
I
what
love going to
you're
4chan.
behind?
I
for all
reference
my
it in
gaming
my
news.
in my articles for school.
I just
That's what I
referenced
do, yeah.
Anon. That's it.
Found it on 4chan.
Source 4chan. Done. I have like
Sorry,
20
that
sources.
page cannot be found anymore. Well, it's
I mean,
gone. It's 404.
there's confidential information. So I got it for your class. All right.
Moving right along, Kev.
Yes, this one picked up on Digital Trends, actually. Our good friends at Digital Trends reference a couple things from them. This is a funny thing about Diablo 3. In South Korea, there's a big issue with the whole real money auction system that they're incorporating in Diablo 3. For those of you who don't know, you could actually buy virtual items in-game with real money. And Blizzard is initiating a auction system of sorts that has been banned in South Korea, and they've taken it out of the game entirely. They have a lot of strict anti-gambling laws there, so, you know, South Korea was like, no, okay, we're not doing this. Find some other way to do this. And believe it or not, this stuff's been happening since Diablo 2. People have bought and sold virtual items through PayPal and other things,
I mean,
so people will find a way.
There's a part of SOPA right there. Yeah.
Or big time.
Yeah.
Online gambling kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But that was a big tax thing that got shut down a while ago.
Right.
But the main thing here is that South Korea is having this problem with it. So the U.S. hasn't done anything about this yet and hasn't talked with Blizzard about it. But who knows? It might not happen. So we might not be able to gamble for, you know, virtual items anymore.
If you want to, why not?
Yep.
Yeah, you should be able to. It's
Right.
almost it's like Farmville when you look at it.
Trade for items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. According to joystick.com, Xbox Live video consumption greatly increased in 2011. Entertainment apps in higher demand. And as we saw, we have Verizon Files, HBO Go, YouTube, and now Comcast available on Xbox Live for Gold members, of course.
Yeah.
Where's Cablevision?
Yeah, where's Cablevision?
Cablevision,
Hang on,
yes.
we can't say anything bad
Don't
about
say
them
anything about
because
them.
they're
We're
running
gonna
the show right
get
now.
shut down again.
We're
Yeah.
going to lose the
That's gonna-
stream again. The whole thing's going to crash because now you're talking trash about Cablevision.
Yeah.
Good job.
So
Good
we're
job.
going to stop talking trash about Cablevision.
Or anything that may sabotage this
Yeah.
show here.
Yes, because
But,
we already had one screw up. So
Yeah. But quickly back to that, I mean, you'll see a lot of people are relying on their game consoles now for live streaming of video and TV shows and all that, and I don't see the thrill in it. But that's just me. I don't watch a lot of TV,
When
and if I do,
you-
I watch it online. So, but it's big. This is big.
Yeah. It's a
Sure, we
big
can all
deal,
agree
and
with
it's
that.
supposed to be your home entertainment system, and that's what they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
And it's working. Honestly,
You
I
don't
think-
sound too convinced
Well,
about that.
it's not working for me yet because Cablevision isn't on it. But
But what if Cablevision was on it in a perfect world?
in my house, I would not have a cable box.
Yeah, you would not have multiple
I
cable
hate
boxes.
I hate my
I
cable
wouldn't.
box.
Yeah. You know what? I'd probably have like 6 Xboxes. I'd be
Collects dust.
fine with that. But
Get the first edition Xboxes and put them in every room. $20 a piece, used.
now, if you could just have 2 video and audio outs on an Xbox, so you can play a game on one monitor as you watch TV on another, that'd be great.
See, that's why you have a PC and play games on a PC and watch Media Center on the other side.
Dual
But-
monitors for the win.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah.
you know,
All right.
we'll see
let's-
it in 2012. See
Yeah,
how it
we'll
goes.
see more. We'll see more of it.
Won't see it in
If
2013.
we get to see it in 2012, we don't know if we're gonna make it past December yet.
Oh, come on,
Right,
Benny.
that's what I'm saying. So we
Come
won't see it in
on.
2013, so we better see it now. Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. George, this is actually
Ooh.
yours.
In other news, this is kind of a little silly thing, but Katy Perry is now in The Sims 3, which is kind of cool. You could have your own music career and go through as Katy Perry, basically. In other news, she's still really, really hot. And one more thing, she actually, this is kind of cool. She actually recorded the song "Hot and Cold,"
But
in
sang it in
Sim-
Simlish.
In the sim
sang it in the Sim
language?
language. Yes,
Wow.
which I'm actually really, really, really intrigued about, and I kind of want to.
Care to do
I love the
a
begin-
karaoke for us, George?
I'm good
We
with
can't
that.
because of copyright rules. We cannot do that.
There you go.
It is officially we
covers?
cannot do that. No covers at all. Period. End of story. Moving on.
Sorry. I wanted to. I wanted to. You know.
Moving on.
Yep, we're
Yep,
moving on.
moving right on to you, Benny.
Once again, talking about SWTOR. For those of you hoping to play some new content today, you can't.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Patch 1.1 has been delayed. I think the rumor is about 1 day. It's gonna be delayed, maybe more. We don't know. I haven't really checked up. I haven't played the SWTOR all day.
What?
We'll see it soon. Do you know anything that's going to be in the update, Benny?
Update is basically new expanded content for the raids. There's like one raid that has maybe one boss. They're gonna be adding more, and they're having like a new additional raid.
Okay.
They don't have the patch notes up yet, so I don't know all the details. All we know is that you're not gonna play it today.
Is this a sign of things to come, or to not come? To never ever be released.
KOTOR 3.
I think it's a non-issue.
Free to play?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. The amount of money they dumped into this game, it's not going free to play for years.
Not yet.
I don't think so. But
if we make it past 2013, maybe it'll be free to play in 2018.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You really never know. I mean, DC Universe.
Shut up.
Yeah, nobody expected that one to go free to play. And
some people who bought that. Some people who bought that,
they got bent over.
They got screwed.
Thank you,
George.
Because a lot of the came out and dominated. Anyways,
all right.
I think the only reason this is a big story is because people are looking for a downfall in SWTOR with so many good things talking about it. Like,
this is hands down this is hands down the best. I'm reading the chat. Scorpion's level 11 starts its timer for free to play on SWTOR. Oh god. I don't think that game's gonna go free to play though. It's been too successful.
We have a countdown clock right now, or a count up clock right now.
Amount of time SWTOR has been pay to play.
Do we do that?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we could probably do it. I don't see why not.
We could show it once during the stream, like a quick announcement on our countdown clock or count up clock.
And it looks like Star Wars: The Old Republic has been pay to play now for 2 years. Congratulations, SWTOR. Well done. That's 2 years from now, but.
Take that, Blizzard. You and your pandas.
Oh god.
They're cool looking.
They are. It's getting a little ridiculous now. Anyways, move.
I think that's all we got on the hit list.
That's the hit list. Let's go ahead and move into on the radar. And this time, Kevin's got a selection for us.
Yes. Today we're looking at a Soul Calibur 5. Can we pull up the trailer?
Yes, we can. Okay. We can pull up the trailer. Hopefully it works for us.
The basic deal here with Soul Calibur 5 is that it takes place 17 years after Soul Calibur 4. Basically, it seems like they're taking the characters that have aged, given them children, and said, "Oh, they're all grown up. Let's fight with them now."
History and the world, a tale of souls and swords, eternally retold.
Oh boy!
This voiceover trumps mine, sadly.
Interesting. This is the story trailer that they've released.
Yes.
This just means you are worthy to wield Soul Calibur.
That is a new character.
Never heard of it.
Patroclus, I believe.
It is the spirit sword that is destined to stop the calamity brought on by the cursed sword.
Then we have Zwei there, the new character. I believe that's Tira.
The VO is just like the character voice just sounds so cheesy.
It's Soul Calibur and
it's translated, right?
Like
I don't know. Oh well, they do it in Japanese first.
Yeah.
Well, so it happens with any Final Fantasy game to look at. English voiceovers are really bad.
Yeah. With this, believe it or not, as a true Soul Calibur fan, I play the game in Japanese because it's a better experience. I also happen to like Japanese.
But can you understand it?
It has subtitles.
Alexander. If you wish to stay here, then vow that you will fight against Nightmare.
So you're just like,
without any delays.
Yeah.
Cannot kill my people's hope for the future.
Go on ahead without me.
I don't know. It looks so cheesy.
You have to get the story from the other characters to really appreciate this from the previous games.
And they had to use like the font,
stock font there.
What is the deal?
But the logo looks.
The
really
logo
nice.
looks cool.
The only thing is that when it comes to Soul Calibur, the biggest thing that's fought over with this game is the way that it's spelled. Believe it or not, It's been Soul Calibur with just capital S, one word, Soul Calibur. It's been this Soul Calibur with a capital C.
The camel case.
Yes, and they have the capital C in Soul Calibur. And then it's been like Soul, another word, Calibur. It's been one thing that some websites, it's funny to take a look at. I did an article about it a long time ago, about the naming of the games. And it's like different websites do different things, which further confuses the whole story behind the name. I love the Soul Calibur games.
If that's the only thing that people are bothered by, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, the Soul Calibur games are released with enough time between them that the fighting is polished enough.
I would hope so.
You occasionally get those characters that are a little OP, like Kilik in Soul Calibur 4, but, you know, what are you going to do? There's some people that could be very, very good with certain characters. Some people can't. Just the way it goes.
Alrighty. I think it is about time for us to wrap up today's show.
Yep.
We got through a decent amount of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. A little
we
off topic,
crashed,
but
we crashed a lot and burned once, but we got it back on our feet and we continued the show. Again, Great Minecraft Build Off Season 3 starting early mid-February. So signups are open now, and if you want to get advertising, sponsorship, whatever, get your name on it somehow, you can just send me an email, trevor@gengame.net. And that's pretty much all the plugging I have to do on the Build Off. Let's go ahead and let everybody know where we can find all you guys on the internet. So we'll start with Kev.
you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/double_. You can see it right there. _Hawkeye. You can also find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Hawkeye9901.
George.
I guess we're using our YouTubes today too. But
Well,
anyway,
you don't
I
have to.
I always throw my YouTube in there.
you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/George Picard, just like it's spelled underneath me. Or you can find me on YouTube, youtube.com/gold, the letter N, green,
All right,
631.
Okay, Benny.
Was that painful to say?
No, it was great.
Let's hear
Benny.
Benny. Let's hear Benny do his little spelling bee here with his Twitter again.
Oh gosh.
We don't need him to spell
I'm
it.
pro. I can spell it out like George. You can follow me on Twitter at NightPhoenix16, NightGHTPhoenix16. You can email me at BennyG@GenGame.net. And as for Batman, you don't find Batman. He finds you.
Ooh.
That was terrible. And rehearsed, which makes it worse.
And of course, you can find me online, twitter.com/themags. You can join the 100+ people who've already followed one of Twitter's suggested users.
Just throw that number
Oh,
out there.
shut up.
I gotta throw that in there at some point, right?
Your EP number. Yeah, good,
Yes,
good
my
for you.
EP is over 9,000. But you could send me an email, trevor@gengame.net. And of course, visit the website once in a while. It exists and may or may not be down tomorrow, depending on how we feel after the podcast. So you could also visit that too, gengame.net, if you aren't there already. Also, too, big shout out to everybody that helped out with the Hyrulecraft trailer. So it's a Hylian ensemble. Benny, of course, Kevin. You guys did a great job on that. And
Thank you.
Yep. And also, big thanks to Brian D. Domenico.
yeah, Brian D. Domenico, Fall Reload.
Did some great work on the Hyrulecraft, not Hyrulecraft,
The Great
Great
Minecraft
Minecraft Build-Off.
We got some new music for that too. He actually, we got to convince him to like put this on like iTunes or something so you guys can download or put it on Amazon MP3.
Between now and February, that could be worked out.
Yeah, we'll work out the details.
But,
But it's pretty awesome.
again,
music.
big thanks to Brian. You know, we really appreciate the work that he's done for this and the quality of the music. It's great.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. So
That's a good word for it.
Yeah.
amazing. But that's it. Thanks for watching the show tonight, guys. You could leave us a comment in the thread when it goes up, or send us an email, or send a hate mail to haterade@gengame.net. But until next time, for the Gen Gamecast, see you next time.
Adios.
And I don't have theme music.